In a world where you thought you were gonna watch the written writ, little did you know that I was gonna make it about the writer's prompt. Yeah, that much action. Well, hello there, Apple Bites. This is your Apple Bite, Raphael Torres, talking to you straight from our show here, The Written Writ. A show where you and I and you take a journey together to become better writers. And in becoming better writers, what better way than to use the writer's prompt? Yes, here at The Written Writ, we talk a lot about the writer's prompt, but I figured you might want me to explain things a little better. Of course, we all know what a writer's prompt is. A writer's prompt is a tool that we utilize to make ourselves write. Yes, so that could be anything. It could be music, it could be pictures, it could be words, it could be challenges, of course. You know, I here like to be challenged, and that's why I love the writer's prompt so much. And I utilize a lot of tools in order to get myself writing. Because we all know, to become better writers, we need to write. Write. Yep, just write. You're telling me, but Ralph, you know, writing is so difficult. Writing is not difficult. You just need to write. Becoming a better writer is a longer process. But that only happens if you get yourself writing. And what better way to get yourself writing than to utilize writer's prompts? Now, you're probably saying, but Ralph, I don't know where to find these writer's prompts. Well, you're in luck because they're all over the place. They can be as simple as a picture. You see a picture and you start writing from whatever that picture is. That could be a way to challenge yourself. As a photographer, I like pictures. I am very visual. And when I visualize writing, it always comes across to me as a scene, as I've explained to you guys before. I get this scene that pops into my head and I feel like I need to write it down. Yes, and that's how it works. It pops into my head and I need to get it onto the paper. And that's where it matters, because the whole thing is to get it onto that paper, onto that computer, onto whatever you need. But you can't do that if you're not writing. You just need to write. Oh, Ralph, but it's so complicated. There's so many steps. Just write. Stop giving yourself excuses and start writing. You will not become a writer or a better writer if you don't write. And like I keep telling you guys, you just need to write. Of course, there's a lot of things involved with writing, but the best thing to do is to start writing. Because that's just how it works. You just have to write. You know, stop giving yourself excuses and just start writing on that piece of paper. I know it sounds a little redundant, but I need to make sure you understand, because as a writer, I understand that sometimes I can get myself to stop writing by overthinking things or by just not feeling I should be writing, which is really strange. So, as I was saying, writer's prompts are these tools we utilize to get ourselves writing. Now, some of the things that I've come across that have really helped me out, and I have dictionary.com. Dictionary.com gives me a word a day. There's other apps out there that probably do the same thing, and you can find those, or you can get yourself dictionary.com, and it gives you a word of the day. Now, let's look at the word of the day for today. The word of the day is... no, that's not it. Of course, when you're looking for an app, even though when you know where it is, you just can't find it. Yes, I know. Alright, so the word of the day is shirty. Ha ha! Here's a funny story. When I saw the word of the day this morning, I did not see it as shirty. I saw it as shitty. And I was like, oh wow. And what's funny is, because the definition of shirty is informal, bad-tempered, irritable, cranky. And I did wake up a bit shirty today. Maybe that's why I saw the word as shitty. See what I did there? I gave you the word in a sentence. There we go. And that's how easy it is. Sometimes it's just applying the word in a sentence and getting it out there, getting yourself flowing. But what I was going to say was that you can take the word of the day and turn it into something else. So the word of the day is shirty. There you go, surety. And as you heard, it's being a bit irritable. It's just being off a bit. And like I said, this morning I woke up a bit surety. I was just not in the best of moods. And I've been sick for a couple of days, so that might be part of it, or other things, because life is life. So now we have the word surety, and we have the definition, and we can see that being a bit surety means being a bit off, being a bit irritable, being a bit angry. So you can say, Tim was a bit surety because he woke up and received a call from Mary. And there you go, the beginning of a story. It's as simple as that. Sometimes just throwing things on the wall and throwing things on the wall and seeing if they stick will work. And that's why I can tell you that you just need to write. And there you go, that all came from the word surety. You can do a bunch of different things. You can write a story with it. You can get yourself using the story or using the word in the story that you're writing. You guys have seen my episode where I do a word of the day a day for 7 days. And that was a nice challenge. If not, go back there and check out that episode. You'll see what I'm talking about. Oh, maybe you're saying, but Ralph, maybe I don't want to go back there. Well, you're in luck, because soon I shall be taking the challenge on again and doing it for you guys. So, there you go. But just go check out the episode. Yeah, might see something new. So it's as simple as that. Now, you're probably saying, but Ralph, those word of the day things, they're fine, but I need something else. I need something more. Well, then there's writer's prompts all over the place. You definitely can put it into your search engine and put writer's prompts, and you'll find things all over the place. One of the writer's prompts places that I use is on Instagram, and it's writers.prompt.s, I think. Let's see, they're in here. Writer's prompt. There we go. Yep, writers.prompt.s. Right. And I like these guys. They usually have something interesting going on. They always have a bunch of different prompts. Let's see. Here's one. Here's, I guess, the most recent one. And it's Karma is real, and she's tired of being called a bitch. There you go. Now you got yourself a story going. So your karma is a real entity. And she's gotten angry because all she hears is about how much of a bitch she is. So she comes to Earth. Boom, 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 boom. All Terminator style. Well, yeah, it can be in different ways. And she runs into you, who is a writer, and you're always complaining about how life is such this and that, and karma is such a bitch. And she goes, well, who the heck are you to call me a bitch? And you're all like, oh my God, who are you? And she's like, oh, I'm Karma, and I am here to kick your ass. Yeah. And there you go. That's the beginning of a story. It's as simple as that. And you're like, wait, Ruff, what? That's all you need to do. But like I was saying, places like writers.prompt.s are ways of getting yourself creative. There's other places out there. There's been books you can buy that we have many writer's prompts. There's so much you can do with writer's prompts. Just go out there and look for them. Stop telling yourself that, you need this or you need that. It's simple to write. It's a long process to become a writer, but it's simple to write. Just get yourself writing. And these little things, these little tools, get yourself writing. And that's why I love the writer's prompts. And we all know one of the things that I like to do is get challenged. That's one of my big writer's prompts, is that people challenge me and I write from what they challenge me, what they throw at me. And of course, if some of you guys are waiting out there for the challenges that you sent my way, Well, don't worry about it. I am working on those episodes. So you'll see your challenge soon. Sorry for the delay. Life has given me lemon and now I'm making lemonades. I guess. Yeah, see, that's another one of those writer's things. Lemon is the writer's prompt. Lemonade is the writer's process. See what I did there? Don't give me too much credit. It just popped into my head. So, there you go. You got the writer's prompt. You got dictionary.com. You got writing.prompt.s. You know, if you're looking for other things, you know, I even got a pad here when I was working on all this stuff. You know, go look for them. Do your work as a writer. Most of the work as writer is research. You go out there and you find things. There are many things you can find to help you become a better writer. We here at the writer's prompt, I'm calling it the writer's prompt. We here at the Written Writ like to help you out, and I'm helping myself out because I'm becoming a better writer through this journey that we are both taking, this writer's journey. Let's see, I love writer's prompts, write just right, many books you can buy, many sets you can buy. There's also so much free inspiration. Oh, there you go, music. One of my biggest things is music. I love music. I love listening to music. I love how music makes me feel. And it's one of the greatest things to inspire me to write. So, you know, these are all things out there that help you write. And like I said, just get yourself writing. That's what's important. To become this writer, you need to write. And that is what we do. We write. One of the other things you can do is join a writer's circle. A bunch of writers get together. They read each other's projects. They give each other advice on the writing. Listen to it. Give reviews. Give their input. That way, you know where you're going with things. You have questions. You can ask each other around. You can get inspiration. You can see what other people are doing. And of course, same way with reading, and reading is one of the most important things you can do as a writer because it gives you an idea of writing in general. The more you read, the more you're exposed to, the more you become. And that's the same thing the writer circles do. They expose you to other writers and they help you keep yourself pushing forward and seeing how your work is evolving, how it's becoming. And of course, you can check out places like the library, meetup.com, to find these writers out there. Get yourself a writers forum online. There's places to go and find these things. Just go and check them out. Do your writer's research. Get out there and find these places. At least I gave you a first step. Meetup.com is a good place to find other writers. And you might find other things you're interested in there. With that, my friend, this is Written Writ Ralph signing off. Till next time, where I'll probably do some kind of writer's prompt or something. Yeah. But wait, there's more. Well, there's always more. And of course, you like this video, so give us 2 thumbs up. And down there in the writer's section, you can tell me, hey, Ralph, you didn't cover this, or you didn't cover that, or maybe this is something you can try, Ralph, as a writer's prompt, or I challenge you, Ralph, and I'm going to put it right here in the comment section, and you shall do something with me. Oh, no? Okay. Well, that's just me imagining things again. Hey, that's the writer's journey, isn't it? Well, with that, this is Raphael Tavares signing off. Till next time.